Hello everybody. What we have today is another currency search. We haven't done one of these in a while as I mostly do coin videos. However, I sold some silver bullion recently and the buyer paid me in cash, all in $20 bills. Before I take that to the bank, I figure we'd do a quick search through them to see if we have any interesting finds. We'll mostly be looking for older notes, fancy serial numbers, and star notes too. This pack we got right here is a bundle of 100 notes or $2,000, but we just don't have that one to search. We have just a bit more. That there is $16,000 total to hunt, or 800 notes. That's what we got, and that is what we're going to search. So what we're going to do is, I think to make this a little easier, is I'm going to group these into, let's do 4 groups of 200 notes each. And we'll go ahead and hunt those down, and what I'll do is I'll probably do a time lapse of me actually flipping through them. Otherwise this video is going to be very long. And then at the end, we'll review what finds we have together. I've already counted these out, of course, and while I counted them, I did arrange them so they all face the same direction. That'll make hunting them a little bit easier and cut down on the length of this video a little bit. But with that said, let's get into the first $4,000, and it's going to be these 2 packs right there. Okay. Okay, now we got the first $4,000 searched, and didn't really find too much. I pulled out 2 notes from there. You saw me do that during the time lapse. This one here just looked a little bit fancy, 4313 and then 4 4s. It's got a lot of 4s. We'll look that up at the end to see if that's fancy enough to be worth saving. I don't think it is, but there's a way we can look that up. We'll check. The other note I saved, again, I don't think it's really worth saving, but we'll look it up. It's almost a repeater. It just kind of looked, the center of it's 270, 270, but it's got the different numbers on the end. I guess if it was the same number on the end, it would be a little better. But it's almost a repeater, and it just stood out when flipping through. That one looked a little bit fancy, but again, I don't think it's fancy enough. We will look it up at the end. In looking through the notes, I didn't see anything old, and I didn't see anything else really worth setting aside. No star notes. I think the oldest one that we have in here, there's a couple series 2004s, but then they go all the way up to 2017 series. So again, we'll set these 2 aside. We'll look them up at the end, and with that, we'll get in to the next 2 packs. Let's get these put to the side, and our finds put to the side, and we'll get into these next 2 packs. Okay. Okay, so there is another $4,000 searched, and we did have a couple of finds there. In the last pack there, we did find our first star note. Again, there you see the star at the end of the serial number, and it's got 3 leading zeros, so it's only a 5-digit star note, which is kind of low. There is a tear in the bottom of the note, but we'll still look that up to see if it's a lower print issue, and that's Series 2004A. I also pulled this one aside from that second pack. I thought the serial number was a little bit fancy looking. It's got a couple of repeating pairs, 16, 16, 98, 98. Probably not fancy enough to save. This is a Series 2013, but again, we'll look it up. And then from the first pack, the only thing that I saw interesting there was this one here, 77500527. It was almost a radar note. If that last 2 was another 7, then it would have been pairs of 7s on the end with 5005 in the middle, so it would read the same front and back. But this one, it just, I don't think it fits the bill, and I don't think it's fancy enough. It's close, but I think no cigar, so we're going to be putting that one back, and I don't even think we need to look that one up at the end. So with that, we'll get these out of the way. We'll add these to our finds that we'll look up at the end, and we will search 4,000 more.
Okay.
Okay, so in those last two packs there, we had a couple of finds in each. And let me just get those there. In the last pack, and this was the first pack. So in the one here we searched this, we found a birthday note. In the third pack, I guess, is what we've searched. And, or maybe that was the fifth pack. I think it was the fifth pack. I'm losing count here. This is a birthday note, so what you can see there is this makes out somebody's birthday. 1972 and then 0722. So that, I guess you could see that as July 22nd, 1972. So I guess if you know somebody that was born on date, or if you were born on that date, this note would be pretty cool to you. So birthday notes are always kind of fun to save. Now this one's not in the best condition. It's missing a little piece out of the bottom, but we'll go ahead and set that to the side. And we also found a star note, another one, and this one is 06, 06, 04, 21 star. And this is a series 2009, so at the very end we will look that up in the star note lookup to see how rare or how common that one might be. In pack number 6, we got another star note, and this one was almost like a repeater, and it's got a pretty cool serial number too. It's 03703703. So it's got a couple, it looks like it's got a pair of like 037s in there, and then a 03 ending it with a star. I don't know if it's fancy enough to be considered really, really cool, but we'll still look it up anyway. And that's a series 2006, it looks like, yep. And then another one we found here, this one I guess could be another birthday note, 12/21/1763. So if you or anyone you know is born in December 21st, 1763, that would be a birthday note. Now, seriously though, probably nobody you know was born there, but whenever it's like anything that could be like an actual date within the last few hundred years, I do like to set these aside and look them up, just in case that was like some historically significant date that we should all be knowing, and I mean, that might be pretty cool. So with that, we'll go ahead and add these to our pile of the finds we'll look up later. And we'll set these to the side. And we will grab our final 2 packs of 2,000 each, our final 4,000 to search in this hunt.
Okay.
Okay, in that last group of $4,000, we did have a few more finds. So let's get these out of the way first, because they're no good, right? That money's no good. The numbers aren't cool enough. We did find this one. Again, I don't know how cool this one is. We'll look it up. Has the number 3200, 3100. I don't know, just something, I guess, worth setting aside. This one here, I don't even know if this is worth looking up. It's just 65 and then 5 zeros and then an 8. I mean, if it was 65 and then 6 zeros, it'd be cool. But again, I'll look it up just to see how cool the lookup tool that we have tells us that is. And then we did find one more star note. This is a Series 2004 in pretty poor condition. It's well circulated. And it's 06187240 star. So what we'll do is we'll set these here. We'll get the rest of our notes from these finds out. So it looks like together that was 3 notes, and then we'll put the fancy ones together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 notes total we set aside out of 800 notes. Well, so what do we do with these now? Well, we're going to look them up. And the website we can do is, first what we're going to do is we're going to look up the fancy serial numbers and see what they tell us. And then we'll look up the star notes. So first we'll take a look at these fancy serial numbers that we got. And again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those total. And we'll see what they tell us about these. And I'll go ahead and bring up another screen here so we can see what we're doing. This here website is My Currency Collection. They have several different ways to look up notes and several different tools. You'll see a bunch of stuff I've looked up before on other hunts. But let's type in the fancy serial number, 3200, 3100, and we'll check that serial number. Gives us here a 98.3% coolness index and tells us it's very cool. So the digits sum to 9. Okay, I don't know if we care about that too much. 4 of a kind and 1 pair, 4 unique digits, 2 pairs together. I don't know, it tells us it's a 98.3% coolness index. Again, I don't know if that's enough of a coolness index for us to save it. Maybe if the note was in perfect condition, but I guess that's up for each of us as collectors to decide. The next fancy number we had was 650000008. And we'll check that one. That is a 98.1% coolness index, a little bit lower than the last one. Again, it contains a 5 of a kind. It says 0.037% of notes have that, which is kind of cool. And you can read the rest of that there. I don't know if this one's cool enough to save, like I said. We'll check the next fancy one that we had. It was 32702702. Again, I didn't think this one was going to be fancy enough, but let's check. Yeah, this one's way lower. 87.2%. Almost cool. Well, we got to be at least very cool. We don't want to be almost cool. We'll check this next one. Again, I didn't think this one was going to be fancy enough either. 4113, and then 4444. Well, this one says very cool. It's got a 5 of a kind and 1 pair. 3 unique digits. They sum to 27. Again, I don't think that's cool enough to save. I want something better than that. So let's check. I don't know if... let's check this one. Oh, the next one is 16169898. That one there's 95% coolness. Now, I think this one's better than all of them that we've looked up so far. Again, it's got 16, 16, 98, 98. I mean, it's got 2 repeating pairs, I guess. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I don't know if this fancy serial number picks that up the way that, I see it there. But anyway, I think that's one of the coolest ones, but the currency fancy serial number checker is not agreeing with us so far. Now, I don't know if this picks up birthday notes or not. I've never looked them up here, so let's look at the couple birthday notes we had. So that's 12/21/1763. Again, it doesn't mention it being a birthday note. Rating of only 81%, almost cool. So just based on the number alone, it's not cool. It's almost cool. But it is a birthday note. If you were born in 1763, again, I like to save some of these older ones. I mean, some of the older dates. The note itself is not old. It's a 2013. Because I will look this up later and see if I can find any historical significance to the date December 21st, 1763. And I guess if you know of any significance to that date, maybe someone famous was born then, maybe some great event happened, let us know in the comments below. We did have one more birthday note, and again, this isn't going to pick it up, it looks like. That's 1972/07/22, so July 22nd, 1972. And this is uncool. It just says uncool. 49.6%, and it just says uncool. There's nothing special about this. But we know it is a birthday note, so if you were born on July 22nd, 1972, or know somebody that was born that day, or maybe, again, something famous happened that day, this note might be pretty cool to you, even though the number checker says it's uncool. All right, next we got a few of the star notes. Now, we don't look here for the star notes. There's another thing over here, star note lookup. So this one here, we need to select the denomination, $20. And we got to look at the date. The first one we're going to look up is a 2009. And we got to type in all the letters and the information. So it's going to be JL 06 06 04 21 star. And we're going to look that one up. This one here says less rare. It looks it up. So the run size for that note was 3.2 million out of 6.88 million printed. And it shows our range here. It's just not rare, and it's the one, and it's not in the best condition, so I don't think it's anything going to be worth saving there. Probably not. The next one is a 2006, and the number on that was IG 03703703 star. Did I get that right? I think I did. Let's look it up. Again, this one shows less rare. 3.2 million out of 6.4 total printed. And it shows us in the range there. We're in a run of 3.2 million. Looks like it's pretty common. And again, if it was in perfect condition, maybe it's worth saving. But in average circulated, not as much. The next one we wanted to look up, it's a 2004A. And the number is GE 00089046 star. We'll look that one up. Again, less rare it's showing. We want something to be at least in the middle or towards the more rare. This is a 3.2 million run, and that was the total printed, and that's pretty much all it is. And it tells you, it gives you the other info, it tells you where it was printed, when it was printed. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not as cool as we thought. And that one did have a small tear in it, so again, unless it was perfect condition, probably not worth saving. The final one was a 2004, and we'll put in the number EL 06187240 and star. And again, we got another one that's less rare. Again, 3.2 million out of 6.4, and it's just looks like we didn't get any good rare star notes there. And we'll go back to our main screen here just to show you what we got here. Again, these were the star notes that we just looked up here. None of them were in the rare. They were in the less rare, which less rare seems to mean more common to me. And none of these are in super high, high grade, really high end condition. So, I mean, this one's a little more crispy, but it does have a tear at the bottom, so that kind of keeps that. And this one's kind of raggy, just not that great. So unfortunately, we didn't get any rare star notes. It was cool to find 4 star notes out of the 800 notes. And then again, for the fancy serial numbers, we had a few that said very cool. We had some that were uncool. But again, I don't think there's anything in these that were super cool enough. Let's see which ones we might want to save. Again, to save any of these, that costs us $20. So I mean, if these were all $1 notes, I might save them all. But when we're talking about $20 notes, it's got to be real cool. I mean, this one I think's pretty cool, even though it said it wasn't. The 16, 16, 98, 98. I mean, maybe I also like this one because the letters in it are MK. Maybe that's another reason. I don't know. I might save that one. And then I'm going to look up these 2 dates as well. December 21st, 1763, and then July 22nd, 1972. If you guys know of anything that happened on those dates, or if those dates are significant to you, let me know in the comments below. And if I still have these notes, maybe even we can work something out to get these to you. So again, thanks for watching the currency hunt. We searched $16,000 worth of $20 notes. That was 800 notes total, and I hope you enjoyed that. And we'll do another currency hunt in the future, I'm sure. Some of you guys seem to like it, but I'm more of a coin guy. You guys know that. But I guess until next time, keep having fun with your collections, and thank you very much for all your support.